Hello, today I explain homework 1 from Information and Data Engineering. First of all, I want to show that I named our IMDb top 1000 movies file just IMDb. Every manipulation with this file, I'll just write IMDb dot and what I want, dot column, dot describe, dot info, etc. The first task is print out columns, rename them, and then show first three columns. I execute this. There is the list of previous columns, poster link, series title, release year, etc. I rename this to link, title, year, age rating, time, and etc. With like my own titles. And with IMDb head 3, I printed first 3 rows. As you can see, columns then have the same, by the way, everything works, have the same titles as I wrote. The next task to show relevant statistics with imdb.describe command. I can show the statistics, shift enter. I just create the variable statistics which will equal to imdb describe. As you can see, we have 3 columns: rating, score, votes count. Rating is a rating by IMDb, score is the rating by Metascore, and votes count, it's the count of the viewers' votes. So the first row is the count. Count is the number of non-null values, as I understood, because in rating we have 1000 non-null values. In score we have 157 null values. And in votes count, it's million, it's 100 million or 100 billion. So the next is mean. Mean is like average rating of all the movies is for IMDb 7.95, for score 77.97, etc. STD is the standard deviation, how much it deviates from the average values. Mean is the minimum value, maximum value. 25% is the first quartile, so it is the mean values of the mean values of the values which are above the mean of the whole list. 50% is second quartile, is just a not mean, sorry, median. 25% is the first quartile, so it's median. It's median of all movies which are below the median of whole list. 50% is second quartile, it's just a median, and 75% is the median of the all movies which are above the second quartile values. The next, analyze your data. Is there any missing, incorrect values? What are they? And I need to fix and correct them. So after typing IMDb info, I got the list of all columns and which type of objects they have inside. Link object, no problem, it's a link. Title object, no problem. Year is object, it's a wrong, because year must be an integer, as we know. So better to convert year to int 64. Then age rating. Age rating is described, if we go a little up, is described with the words PG-13, U, PG, U, A, so it must be an object because it's a string. So then time is object. Better to represent time with the numbers, again int 64. Type is the drama, comedy, etc. It must be object. Rating, float 64. It works. It's no problem with rating 60 with rating column. Summary, score, director, everything correct except overall. Overall, it's like the gross revenue, and it's also a number, so it must be in 64. So in my code, if in column with the name time from IMDb, the object is like how to say, if the value is equal to object, we take this value. Firstly, we delete the minutes word. After we delete the minutes word, we convert. We have only number, but it's in string type, so we convert this number into int64 value. The same for overall, like revenue gross. We delete the dollar and convert it into int64. For score, like if there is something which is not as float 64, I convert to float 64, just to be sure that everything correct in this column. With the year, everything the same. If we have a value which type of is object, we convert year into int64, because as I understood, year is only made of numbers. There is no other written with them. They just have the type of object. So I convert them into int64, and we got two. Actually, we got two lists. Firstly, with before correction, and then after correction, time. We got int64 year, int64 type, overall int64, the score it was, and the rating is float 64. Then task 4, we need again show the statistics, shift enter, I execute this, and what we get several new columns. It's year, it's time, it's overall. So as we as we made all values from the column standard, and in the int or float, so we just converted them into numbers, everything starts working correctly, and it shows us statistics about time, year, runtime, about year, and the gross revenue. So it works. Task 5, write a function which will return the n highest rated movies of a given year. It should accept data frame, year, and movie count to return new data frame from top movies from IMDb. It should also be possible to get movies by Metascore instead of IMDb rating. So first of all, I need several variables to create. Firstly, variables n, like the count, the number of movies which you want to get, like because it says n highest rated movies. Firstly, the number of movies. Secondly, we need to accept year of the movie, so we get the year of the movie. It's the second variable, and then we need to choose between Metascore and IMDb. So I get the third variable must save the IMDb or Meta input, and then according to either input, Meta or IMDb, show me the statistics, what I want to get. As you can see, movies count, year of movie, and choose is the variable which gets IMDb or Meta score in itself. Then I create the list, the new list, which saves inside itself all IMDb objects, which year of movie is equal to which we input. If choose equal to IMDb, display, and else display. So shift enter, let's execute. to choose IMDb, I need to write IMDb. If I want Metascore, I need to enter Meta caps lock. So let's enter the Meta. How much movies I want? 8. Enter a year of the movies I want. 1990. Enter, and it give me, and also if I choose IMDb, I show the rating in the third column. But if I choose Meta, I show the Meta score in the third column. So by that way, I want to just like if person want to get Meta's from Meta score list, he will get the Meta score rating. So as we can see, we have title, type, score, summary. It shows everything correctly. No problem. I ask for 8 movies. It will if there are not available 8 movies, it will just give me less than 8 movies. No problem. So I display the list. I display the columns title, type, rating, summary. As I want the highest rated movies, so I sort the list by the rating or score, depends on what I choose, IMDb or Metascore rating. And then I print such amount of rows as it asked as I input. So head int movies count, because I enter from the keyboard, it can count 8 as a string. So I convert it into int value, and it works. Task 5 finish. Task 6 print out the height rated movies of every decade. So first of all, I created the list of years. Just 1 second. I made the year int 64 only now, but because it's like my previous version, because when I corrected, I made it in task 3 and forgot to delete from this, so I just delete this. I create the list of years as like when I printed, when I sorted by the list of years from backwards, I got the 1930s as the most early movie which can ever exist. So that's why I start from 1930s, and then I just print till 2020s. Then for I in list of years. So what do? I include in I type, like I create the new list. This new list have only movies which are from 1930 till 1939. So it's like all values, like it just takes 10 years. And then I display only one top movie from this list. Again, by sorting, it's by rating or score. By the way, I made separately top list for the Metascore and for IMDb. So we have the best movie of 1930s for IMDb and Metascore together. So I just shift enter. We get the big list, the best movie of 1930s by IMDb rating and by Metascore rating. As you can see, it's different movies, but for example, for 1970s, we get The Godfather because it's the best movie for both Metascore and IMDb rating. And it shows us all the movies till 2020s because the latest movie in Hw2 IMDb document is 2021. So that's why we get the Hamilton, because there is because it's the best movie. It has low rating, but I think it's because of few amount of movies for the whole 20th years. It printed 2 times for IMDb and Metascore rating. So this is task 6. Task 7. Write a function which will get the commercially most successful end directors. So I just group. So I created now I use the command group by. I create the new list, new document, which will have the which will group all the movies by directors, and I also wrote overall.sum. So it will take the for example, if we will have director several times, but we will have different overalls, there are different gross revenue, it will sum all this uh, gross revenue. So we have only 2 columns, director and gross revenue. And then I just print from the keyboard how much directors I want to see, and it shows me by the director group head in director count. Shift enter how many directors I want, for example 3, and it shows me 3 directors from the new list I made, which names director group. Also, director group I sort values. The only value it has is the overall, so that's why I don't need to write that sort values in the brackets by overall. No, it has only overall, so that's why I don't spend my time for this. If I will again, for example, I want to 6. Oh, I accidentally printed. For example, I want 13 directors. 13 directors in the same order as previously: Steven, Rousseau, Christopher Nolan. After task 8, write a function to find actors who start the most. It's very interesting how I made this. So firstly, I made the actor list is a PD series. So then what I wanted, then I created the top rating. Top rating, it means that it must have IMDb 8 or more and Metascore 90 or more. I wanted to choose and because there is it don't says by, it don't says or and, so that's why I use and. So I create the new top rating, which has IMDb rating more than 8 and Metascore rating more than 90. Top rating is IMDb top rating. I don't remember why I wrote exactly this line. Just to make it look look better, then I create the PD series of actor list. Then what do I do? Then what do I do? I add all the celebrities to this list. Starting from the column celebrity 1 till column celebrity 5, and also I create after I add this, I write value counts and brackets. Value count, so if this value which I enter is not unique, so it will add one value to value counts. So we will have the list of the list of celebrities and how much times they were in the movies. So, and I just print. So then I sort values. Again, in actor list we have only celebrities and value counts. So that's why I don't write sort values by which value. And 50, I just want to take the 50. So as you can see, we have the list, and James Stewart was start 5 times. It's the top because after that Brenda 4 times, and all others are less than 3 times. So then how I did this, I created the PD series list and I start adding the celebrities from column 1 till column 4, but if I add previous celebrity one more time, it don't add it one more time, but it creates it counts one more time that this actor exists in the list. Task 9, as you can see, it don't look very good, but I will explain why I did this and how I did this. So write a function which will get the commercially most successful N actors. So I created the celebrity list 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will group by every celebrity. It will group every celebrity from column celebrity 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also it will take the sum of gross revenue. The same as we did with directors, but this we do in 4 separated lists with 4 columns from celebrity 1 till celebrity 4. Then I reset index. I just delete the columns names and I create new columns names for them is actor and overall. So I can don't write celebrity 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also we need the same column name for all these lists. So that's why I delete celebrity 1, 2, 3, and 4 and write actor 4 times, same word. Then what do? I create the celebrity list which don't have number like 1, 2, 3, 4, just a celebrity list. The most I can say that final celebrity list. It takes into itself the all the rows from list celebrity 1, 2, 3, and 4. So like I said, I created 4 lists from 4 columns, and now I add all of them together to one list. And then I edit this list by grouping all the rows by actors. Again, I take gross revenue as sum. For example, why I do this? Because, for example, one actor can be can be celebrity 1 for one movie, but it can be celebrity 2 for a second movie, and again celebrity 2 for third movie. So it will be in different lists from celebrity list 1 and celebrity list 2, and then when I add all of this to celebrity list, like overall celebrity list, it will, like, this actor will appear 2 times. It's not good. So that's why I edit this list by grouping by actors. And again, we have the gross revenue. I sum this gross revenue together as we did with directors. And obviously I sort all these values to get the most successful actors, like the list of most successful actors, sorry. Then all I need, just enter the number, how much actors I want, for example 6, enter, and it will take the celebrity list, like the final celebrity list, and show me head int numbers. As you can see, Robert Downey Jr. is the most successful ever after Tom Hanks. Not most successful, like most commercially successful. Then Tom Hanks, Chris Evans, Russo, Mark Ruffalo, Leonardo DiCaprio. Finish with that. I know that in task 9 I could make this much more easier, but for me such method by repeating all the action 4 times is much more easier than any other method. And also if I will change now, if I will change the method, the result will not change, so I don't want to change the solution. Task 10. Write a function which will find the highest rated movies by given genre. Both IMDb rating and Metascore options should exist. So there in the end of the code I do the same thing as I did in task 5. I just display the IMDb or Metascore rating. So what is then it asks? Add a flag which will choose among movies with only one genre. By given genre. So again I must have so I need to have first variable, it will like choose IMDb rating or Metascore rating, and then I need to choose the second, I need to have second variable as genre. Then I take, then I create the list, new list, which will include only, like which will include only how to say, rows with the genre, which we entered. As you can see, the list IMDb type, string which contains type of movie. Type of movie is like the genre of movie which we enter. And then, as I said, it displays the same as we did in task 5. Shift enter, enter the type of movie. Drama. Enter. IMDb or meta. Meta. And as you can see, Godfather, the best movie by Metascore rating. By the way, it also must be the best by IMDb rating. No, it's the Shawshank Redemption. Yes, from the drama genre. So we can do the same with the comedy. Meta. And also, if we have several genres at once, as you can see, they we have genre comedy, drama, and romance together, but still this code will work. This code will work just. So then task 11, get all the possible genres and store them in a series variable. Call the function you create to print out the top movies by every genre. So I need to take all the genres from IMDb, from the IMDb top 1000 document. First of all, I need to split them by comma, because as you can see, if we have several genres at once written, it will have comma and space. So I want to delete them, and also I create the new list, the genre list. Genre list will contain the only unique values. So if we'll have comedy entered several times, it will contain only one comedy word. As you can see, I split it by comma, and then I convert genre list into PD series genre list. Then I print this genre list. Then I create new list. I create the new list which will contain the genre from the genre list. So it will repeat several times as until the genres from genre list will finish. As you can see, I wrote for genre in genre list. So the list IMDb type contains genre. I write that it is the best genre movie by IMDb rating, and the same for Metascore rating. So as we as we make output of Metascore and IMDb separately, I also did it separately. So Shift Enter. Opa. What we get? Firstly, by the way, I don't write display or show genre list. I write to print because it will print me from up to down. So it will be more representable, as I think. So drama, crime, action, adventure. As you can see, all the genres are there. And then, as the best drama movie by IMDb, Shawshank. Drama movie by Metascore is The Godfather, and the same for every movie which we have. As you can see, there is, by the way, sent to Shihiro no Kamikakushi. Some, I think this Japanese movie, it's the best animation for IMDb for Metascore rating, and the best family movie by IMDb and Metascore rating. By the way, it's very interesting that this movie was had output 4 times. I think it's the record for the whole list. So then, task 12, write a function which will find the most common genre by decade. So I do. So I combine our two previous methods, our two previous codes and methods which we used. Firstly, I from task 6, when we just take the list of years and included the list of years like from 1930s till 1939. So there I do the same. Let's hide this. Where is it? Task 11. Task 12. And also I create the most common, like the new list, which will have the genres, and it will count the amount of genres which are in the type column. As you can see, it will split. By the way, again, it will split all the genres from the type list by comma. I just need to shift enter, and as you can see, by the way, it's very interesting. For all times, literally for all times, drama was the most common genre of all times. Really, like, it's very interesting. If I will change mode to no, I need to make value count. So how can I make the value count there? Okay, I'll not do that, but I did value count already before. Yes, I did this. I did there. After task 12, I, as you can see, made new function, new command, and there, as you can see, as the most common genre for 1930s, it's drama 12 times. Yes, I thought that my code is not working with the drama showing drama all the time, so I rechecked if it works. So as you can see, yes, as you can see, for 1930s it was 12 times, for 40s 25 times, for 50s 47 times, for 1960s 51 times. As you can see, it's all the time on the top of the list. 100 in 1990s 112 times, in 2000s 182 times, and even in 2020s, when there are very few movies, only from 2020 and 2021, drama still in the first place with 5 times being of 5 movies. It's very interesting. So if you think that my code is not working in the task 12, there I showed the real statistics for every decade by genres. Task 13, find great movies. As I explained in the class, there is no existing movies which has less than 20,000 votes. So that's why instead of 20,000 I used 50,000. I do the same as previously. I just take the IMDb or Metascore, I enter IMDb or Metascore, then I create the new list which names not well known, and we take from IMDb document all the movies which has less than 50,000 vote counts, but more than 8.0 rating from IMDb and 90.0 from Metascore rating. So shift enter, meta, let's choose IMDb, let's enter, yes, and it shows me all the movies, like list of all movies which has, no, not all movies, it just shortens the list not to over abuse our space. So we got 85 movies which has rating less, which has votes count less than 50,000, but with the high IMDb rating more than 8.0, more or equal to 8.0, as you can see. And also, is it sorted? Because it looks like it's sorted, but I haven't sorted anything. Very interesting. The next, task 14. So I create the, so I need to create a dictionary of statistics about director. So as it's written, I made the dictionary with the statistics. So movie title series with year. So I have in the statistics, in the first place I have director with the director name. In the movies, I have the movies title series with the year. By the way, I think I haven't wrote the year. No, I wrote here. Yes, I wrote here a little further. Yes. With the best rated movie, with the worst rated movie, again I made this in dictionary, best worst, best metascore, again best the worst metascore rating, average IMDb rating, average metascore rating, average runtime of movies, the total gross, like the overall, and genres of movies directed. So I create the function, the enter for this function will be the director name. All I need is director name to enter, because all other information I already have in IMDb top 1000 document. So director movies, IMDb director name. So I create a new list with names director movies, which has all IMDb sorry, I already lost the mind. So I create the new list which names director movies. It will include all the movies, all the rows where we have the name of director in the director, written by Russian, column. Firstly, in the dictionary, I change the value of the director to director name. For the movies, I apply lambda of movies all the movies and combined with all the years, and I add them into movies. So I create the list. I can say that I am creating the list with the movies, because with the movies into the movies direct movies dictionary. So so then I just take the from directors movies list best the best by the rating movie, and I just change the value of the dictionary of best IMDb rated movie to this to this. The same I do with the minimum IMDb rating, the same I do with the max and minimum Metascore rating. Then average IMDb rating. I just do the same, but just taking the mean. For the average Metascore, I do the same, but just taking the mean of the Metascore rating. The average time, again, I take the mean of the time from the director movies list, from the column time. Then total gross revenue, I take the director, I take the overall column and enter, take their sum. Again, every time I do this, I change this in the dictionary. Yes, yes, yes. I just take. Why I wrote like that in stats? Because why I wrote this so complicated, this and this line, and the same for this line, because when I type something in collaboratory, it usually give me suggestions, like with the typing everything by gray lines, like you can use this. I just not to spending my time understanding how it works, just press the tab, writing this. So then genres directed. So I do all the same as I did previously with the tasks about genres. I just take the genres from the director movies list. From the column type, I split the genres by words, like one word, another word. Then I add them into the list which names genres, and then I in the genres in the genres directed in dictionary, I changed this into genres. Then I, instead of printing the stats itself, or instead of showing stats, display stats, I wanted to show them in more beautiful way. So that's why I wrote for key value in stats items, print key and value separately with the dırnaklar. So shift enter, James Cameron. By the way, yes, I created the function. I haven't created the input, but I can execute return dictionary of statistics about director function. I can just write this the whom I want. So whom can we take? Movies. Peter Doctor. pit doctor. So let's take the pit doctor and enter them into this function. Change Cameron, pit doctor, shift enter, director, pit doctor. Movies, Up, Soul, Inside Out, Monsters Incorporation. The best movie is the Up, rating 8.2. The worst movie, Soul, Inside Out, Monsters Incorporation with 8.1. So all three movies are the worst because they have the same lowest rating. The same for the Metascore rating, average IMDb rating 8.125. By the way, I think he have only 4 movies. It's like which shows in the IMDb rated movies, the best and the worst, because if we take the average we get this number. Average Metascore, average runtime 95 minutes, total gross revenue is the big number. Genres directed, animation, adventure and comedy. So with the 14th, 14 is very simple task, just what I need to do to repeat the same command several times, just to find the maximum, the minimum of the Metascore rating, the maximum, minimum of IMDb rating. So it's very easy, not very hard. Task 15, write a function which should plot histogram showing movie frequency by the year. So I create the def plot histogram, start here, end here. So we want to so because function should accept range of start here and the end here, I create this function with start here, end here. We could input start here and end here, but as it's right now is not an input, is in function, I just commented this 2 lines. So first, what do? I create the list which will take from IMDb top 1000 document only the movies in column years which less than end of the year but more than start of year. It's like very easy, you just take, it must be more than start year and less than end year. Then year counts, I take the year counts. I create the year counts list. In this list we will have the value counts. So like it takes the year, it takes the year, and for example, for example, if there will be a year 1980, it will add it to itself value count. If 1980s will be repeated 3 times, it will add the to this value like that 1980s had repeated 3 times. PLT, with the PLT I create the plot. I made this very white so it will be clearly shown. So I create in the bottom bar I create the 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 most early year and the most last year, and for the and I name this bottom side the year. For the left side I enter the number of movies. As you can see, start year, end year, and I create this. I also wanted to create to make it look more clearly, so I made the lines from the numbers like horizontal lines, so it will cross these bars and show you the make it more representable. Just in one word, it will make more representable. So let's take from 2005 till 2000 15. Shift enter. As you can see, in 2005 it's nearly 17, in 2006 it's nearly 26 movies, the same for 2007, for 2008 21, and etc. So just with changing these two values I can write whatever I want. Let's write 2020 till 2021, or prints it prints not very good. Yes, that's better. 2021 does not exist. Sorry, didn't notice. So right now it works. Now task 16. Write a function which will accept numpy array of directors and generate a bar chart based on the movie count of each director.
Я сам, да, я сам
So,
мало, почти что не трачу, я сам. Мне негде тратить. Но...
So, I create the two bar charts. I create two bar charts. The first will be very messy because it will contain all the directors, the list of all directors, and as you can see it looks not very good. And the second numpy will do the same as first numpy, but instead of printing all directors, it will print only exact directors which I enter.
Ну да, могу себе джинсы купить. Тоже куртки, например, легкой у меня нету. Потом черный, синий, сейчас же я поправился, а я покупал на пандемии.
So I create the new list.
Они у меня узкие.
I create the new list. It will enter the name of director from the column director, and with the command value counts, it will count how much times this director was entered. Then I create PLT with figure 25. Again, I made this very wide so it will be representable. Number of movies per director, number of movies. Then for directors, accept director's name. So I created the function for creating the bar chart. Then with using this function, I create the list which names for directors. It will take all directors which will have. It will take all directors which we have and enter to this bar chart. Then I do the same but with the numpy list of director. So this numpy list of director will contain only exact directors which we enter. Wait, what does it mean? Only exact directors which we enter. By the way, in the clipboard we have one director, Pete Doctor, so let's also enter him to show that this works. So with the shift enter, by the way, this executes 3 seconds because there is huge amount of directors and it needs just a huge amount of times just to count it. So as you can see in the second bar chart we got Alfred Hitchcock, Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan. By the way, because of the sorting them, they firstly, like I entered Alfred Hitchcock second, but he came first because he has more movies. He was director of more movies. So then task 17. Task 17. Find and plot correlation between columns. So I created this correlation of different columns. By the way, I could create one function and just use this function for different values from the IMDb top 1000 document, but I just took my first I just took my first code which I wrote, and with the Ctrl+C Ctrl+V I was just copying with changing the correlation values. Firstly, we create the PLT. It has the year, it has the growth, it is very wide with the size 20 to 6. And also it has the grid, the lines, horizontal and vertical, to make again this plot more representable. So with this Shift Enter, if we instead of X we write the year, like from the column year. In the Y, instead of Y we create the overall, and I made them appear with the command plot scatter in Hw2 plot. So I can make it bigger, as you can see. So first of all, year and gross. As we can see, it increases all the time. When year increases, the gross revenue is also increases. It can be caused by inflation, which I already wrote, and increasing quality of movies by years. So like movies better, gross revenue better. So I did the same for the second, year and runtime. So as you can see, it always has some average value, nearly from 100 till 150 minutes. But in the past, movies were short. Because all movies were made not digitally. All the movies were made by these huge cameras, which has tape. This tape is very expensive, so they saved every minute while being on the studio. So that's why in past our movies has like very short run time, but throughout the years they increase. Like in 1950s, it's increased. It increased. So then the same with the time and overall. By the way, I divided all overall by thousands. Why I did this? Because in this place, instead of, by the way, it's 1,000 or how much? So 1 to 3 into million. Yes, I divide to million. Why I did this? Because instead of 880, 800, 600, 400, it will show 8 plus 8 E plus 5, 8 E plus 7, like I can just show you. Yes, 1E8. 1E8 is very strange. Not much people understand what means 1E8. I think it shows 10 in power of 8, but for people it's not very understandable. That's why I divide by million to show in million initially, to show it's in million. So as you can see, the shorter movie or the longer movie, like the movies with the shortest and the longest runtime, has the lowest gross revenue. Meanwhile, with the movies with the average runtime have more average gross revenue. As you can see, the The next, rating and gross revenue. Again, gross revenue I divide by a million to show it's better. By the I wrote on the site gross in millions. So there we can see that the highest rated movies have less gross revenue than the others. For example, we can see with the rating nearly 8.3, it has very high gross revenue. The same for 7.80 and 7.90, I think. But with the highest rating has very bad gross revenue. Score and gross revenue. Shift, I execute this. So it's obvious that the lower rating it has, the lowest gross revenue movie has. The higher score rating is, the more gross revenue is. It's very straight correlation, because the better movie, the better gross revenue, the better ratings. The same for, so what is it? Rating, IMDb rating, and the runtime. So as you can see, all the time average runtime is nearly hundreds and 200 minutes. Nothing very special. All we can see, what we can see, that the movies which are more than 8.75 are very rare. So we can see that there are very few. According to whole list, there are very few movies. And the next, score and time. Score is Metascore, and time. What we can see there, it's also don't have some peak. It don't have some highest. The highest value it has, it's Metascore 89 with the runtime of 30, more than 30 minutes, 300 minutes. It's nearly 5 hours of the movie. But still, the runtime is always some average. There is no any peak. All I can say is that it's very weak slope from beginning of the plot to the up to the plot, to the upside of the plot. But we can see that the longer movie, the better rating it has. It just goes up. And all of this I made separately for task 17. By the way, I imported Matplotlib there one more time because it was not working before. If it works right now, like, it means like it's very good. Thank you. 1 hour video. Okay, thank you for listening to me. Goodbye.